apparently tfue suing faze, and my chat's saying it's no cap.
Are you serious?
I mean, that's what they're telling me, but I still don't believe them. tfue sues organization over oppressive contract. What?
Wow.
Oppressive?
No way.
He is... faze is violating California law and the talent agency. What?
Was tfue ever...
It says Turner, a 21-year-old professional gamer known as tfue Monday, sued faze for allegedly limiting his ability to pursue his profession in violation of California law, passing on a lucrative brand deal because of a conflict of interest and failing to pay him his share of sponsorship earnings. Damn. Oh, look, you're in this, Ninja.
That'd really be your own org, chat.
I've never done the org thing.
I mean,
On screen.
I honestly, like, the only orgs I would really like consider joining if I were like a content creator and not a competitive player would be either like TSM, like TSM or 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I agree. TSM, 100 Thieves, Faze, but like I just don't know the.
Oh yeah, Faze.
Although based on what tifue's saying, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Tenny. Okay, so it says Turner says he's missing out on the opportunities because FaZe Clan's unlawful activity in connection with the deal he signed in April 2018. He only gets to keep 20% of the revenue. Bro, there's no way this is right. It says that tfue says he's missing out on the opportunities because FaZe Clan is unlawful activity in connection with the deal he signed. And he only gets to keep 20% of the revenue from branded videos and stuff published on Twitch, YouTube, or social media.
What?
There's no way. That means there's no way FaZe is taking 80%, right?
Of his YouTube revenue?
There's no way.
I mean, it depends on what's signed in his contract.
Well, that's the thing. Like, was that not... Okay, wait a minute. Like, was that just not discussed at the very beginning?
I'm trying to think of when he signed to FaZe and when he blew up.
Well, he said
he signed to FaZe way before, like right when he was blowing up.
It said he signed April 2018.
Yeah, tfue started blowing up hard like January, February, March, April, May, June.
I mean, if
probably like July, August, like really getting big.
Apparently, it says, I'm reading the same article, it says that he tried to terminate the agreement in September, claiming that FaZe breached their deal. But according to the group, they rejected the termination, and he's still bound by contract. Yeah, it's legit, though. Like, on this website...
That's millions he's lost out on.
Dude,
yeah, if it's a 20-80 split, that's...
80%, bro?
I mean, the only frame of mind I would be that you would ever sign that in is if, like, your sole blow up is coming from FaZe when it's...
I mean, tfue was already growing, and he was starting to get a pretty big following. But I mean, bro, FaZe blew up Cloaksy and like.
I agree. It's one of the only orgs that probably blows players up that way because it has in the past. Like
Cloaksy was not. I mean, they both really weren't getting like redonkulous viewers.
Hello.
They had like Banks and a bunch of other, of these top FaZe creators who are like, tweeting them, telling everyone about them, retweeting clips. Like Banks has a lot of pull on Twitter. Like he gets really good interaction.
I can't believe 80%, bro. I can't even wrap my head around that. Like, I'm just wondering if it was flat out like, hey, this is gonna be a 20-80 split, or if it was something in the contract he didn't see. I'm assuming it was something like the second because he's suing them, right?
I'm pretty sure it was he probably was just like, hey, I just want the contract. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, 99.9% of people sign contracts with organizations before actually getting them reviewed by a lawyer. Like, you are like legitimately usually getting, I mean, you're getting for pardon my French, the shit end of the stick about 95% of the time when you sign with an organization. I believe from what I've heard, 100 Thieves is, and there are other orgs that do this as well, but 100 Thieves is pretty open to allowing people to pretty much go out and get their own tips. And the issue with organizations is you are not okay. Like let's take me for example. I'm like LG. Like we had a pretty decently open relationship with sponsors and things like that. But let's say I was approaching Red Bull and Luminosity was approaching Monster. Like, I 100% couldn't have gotten Red Bull because Luminosity legally could be like, that's a conflict of interest of our sponsor.
Right, and because you were under them.
And I'm under them, like that. It precedes whatever, you know, whatever I want.
Yo, Tim, advice for male pattern
wanted,
baldness. Just embrace it, bro.
You know, to be sponsored by McDonald's, or McDonald's reached out to me, and that, but Luminosity was approaching, or, you know, any other organization that I was on was approaching Burger King, or about to do a deal with, you know, literally anyone at all that isn't. You can't, like, it's conflicting, can't do it, because these sponsors who are approaching, you know, FaZe and all these other companies, they want the people and the players underneath that organization to represent them as well. That's the whole point. They want the package. They want every single FaZe member. They want every single TSM member to be rocking, you know, Razer or whatever the company is. So it's very, very difficult for very talented and very big, massive YouTubers and streamers and competitive players to really actually be happy, usually under an organization. Like, you'd be better off on your own, because like, and tfue definitely hit that. Like, I mean, but again, it really is that, like, it's like, did it, you know what I mean? Like, FaZe helped out so much for sure. So it's like, that's kind of one of the things where it's like, dude, you know, FaZe is a big part of what, you know, of the explosiveness and the growth. So it's like, I mean, to be fair, that those percentages are nuts.
Yeah, 80, bro,
I'm not justifying the percentages. I want to let everyone